Hi, I'm Taylor Ray. I'm a YouTuber and a drifter, and these are my top 5 track essentials. All right, number 1, an impact. Back in the day, I used to take wheels off with a 4-way or a socket and a ratchet. This, life-changing. Makes such a big difference. We're changing wheels a lot at the track, and the crazier the cars get, whatever car we're driving, the crazier it is, the more we're changing wheels, the more this comes in handy. It is pretty much pertinent. And, you know, if other things come loose, you can zap them. Number 2 would be a jack. So having any sort of jack at the track is important. Even if I'm going and I'm not planning on changing tires, I'm not bringing a spare set of tires, I still like to have a jack with me. You never know what's gonna happen. Some wiring could come loose under the car, something could happen. You wanna be able to jack your car up, and you wanna have a good real jack. Doing it with the little scissor jacks or something, not ideal. I always like to have a nice jack with me at the track because at a bare minimum, we're most likely gonna be changing tires. So pretty much pertinent. All right, next I need a helmet and gloves. You gotta have a helmet pretty much everywhere you drift, and I'm a big gloves wearer. I started wearing them at some point, I don't even know when, and now I love wearing gloves. I can't drive without them, especially with suede wheels. I like to get these motocross gloves. They're really thin, they're really light, they're not fire rated. So if you need fire rated gloves, it doesn't work, but they're nice. They got the short cuffs since I'm always wearing a short sleeve. And then a nice helmet, nice comfortable helmet makes all the difference in the world when you're driving for long periods of time. It helps so much with fatigue, especially when I started competing and stuff. Having an uncomfortable helmet, it doesn't work. So helmet and gloves, obviously necessary, but they also help. All right, so this is something you absolutely need at the track. We have a little air compressor that'll inflate our tires, and we have a tire pressure gauge. So we can check our tire pressure, but we can also drop our tire pressure. Now, tire pressure is really the biggest tool you have in drifting to modify the way the car feels. You lower tire pressure, you add grip, you bump it up, you take grip away. Being able to do that with the front and rear, it can get you through a lot of potential car issues just being able to adjust tire pressure. I'm not big on changing setups and alignments. I normally kind of leave things alone, but tire pressure, I'm always tinkering with tire pressure. So I've got a nice big Longacre, is that this brand? Yeah, Longacre gauge. And then I've got this Milwaukee pump. This thing's really neat. You set the pressure, turn it on, it pumps up. You can walk away, do something else. But both of these are crucial, absolutely crucial. All right, and something that's often overlooked is lights. I like to bring at least one good light with me. You have one on your phone, but it's always in the way when you're trying to shine it in places. If it's dark, which it often gets at events or on the drive home, it's very nice to have a light to be able to stick it somewhere and see what you're doing. If you can't see what you're doing, it doesn't matter what tools you have. You're not gonna be able to get it done. So I always like to bring at least some form of a nice little light with me, so that way if we do get stranded, we do need to fix something, it's dark out, we can at least see what we're doing. I'm Taylor Ray, and those are my top 5 track essentials.